Hi, I'm Eric Westrich. You're watching Startup Show San Diego, a startup TV show about startup companies. And we're at San Diego Startup Week HQ. That's here at Wework Cowork. And we've been talking a lot about community, and one of the valid parts of a community, part that we're both in, is a veteran community along with innovation and startups. So I'm here with CEO of Fuse Integration, Sumner Lee. Welcome.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Thanks for having me.
So you went from flying a helicopter to flying a business. What made you want to do that?
Well, I grew up in an entrepreneurial family. My dad started a business called Centurion Boats the year I was born. My mom's been an artist, and I always knew I wanted to start and create things and start a business in doing it. So I had an exceptional experience in the Navy, and then found that I could create an opportunity to start a business, continuing to work with the Department of Defense.
So what did you decide to do?
Well, so I started a company that's focused on engineering and design. We're working at being an innovative company, building network and software systems for the military and first responders.
And so what was your biggest challenge in going from veteran to the entrepreneur world, or just starting your particular company?
There are a lot of challenges as you try to start a business, and especially as a veteran. One of the advantages is that I was working with the DoD as one of my primary clients. So I knew the DoD environment, but there are many things to overcome trying to create a creative business.
And where do you spend most of your time?
I spent a lot of time building my team is really one of the most challenging but really most important parts of building an effective business.
And how much of that team is veteran versus how much of that you got outside of your context?
We're actually over 40% veterans. So I hire a lot of veterans because I think that they bring a lot of perseverance, knowledge, and experience of leadership to commercial projects and other DoD technology projects.
What don't they have?
What don't they? There's nothing veterans don't have. They've got it all.
Anything that you needed to train the veterans up a little bit that they didn't have in their toolkit?
Absolutely.
What's the number one thing?
Well, I'm learning every day. I mean, there's a great many things that you've got to learn in running a business after being in the DoD. A lot of basic management skills, and then also applying your drive and your ability to get things done to being innovative and coming up with new ideas. And that's one of the things that's been really fun, is to take these guys who are out there and deployed and fighting in Iraq, Afghanistan, out in the Persian Gulf, and bringing them and putting in a creative environment where they can take their ideas and build them into something that can become useful products for the guys who are still out there fighting for the United States.
So where's Fuse Integration now that you've had some time?
Well, so we're here in San Diego, right downtown. We've got a crazy creative office space, a lot of artwork on the walls. I try to create a very atypical location, a place that, as you can see, has open space for creativity and really inspires people to think differently and think out of the box. I really think that creating an environment for people to be able to think creatively is really important. And we started in 2010. Now, 7 years in, we're up to 29 people, and we're continuing to grow.
So what has somebody said to you personally that made you feel like you're on track?
So we're on track when we've got people coming and asking for what we're doing and things like...
What has somebody said?
Yep. So there's an example from just a couple months ago where we were showing one of our new products that came from an innovative research project we're working on to a SPAY War program manager. And she looked at it and she said to me, why would I go with step-by-step improvements when I can take a leap like this? So I was really excited to hear her say that, and it made a big impact on me, thinking, hey, we're going in the right direction.
Great. So you're on track. We've talked a lot about innovation and veterans. Where do you think the community is going right now in terms of innovation, veterans, DoD, commercial integration?
So I think there's a lot of growth around innovative ideas. In San Diego, the mayor has a big push for innovation, the innovation economy. Across the DoD, you've got things like DIUX up in Silicon Valley and creative ideas looking at how do you pull innovative concepts into the DoD to go and improve the life and the ability of our warfighters out at the edge. I think that there's a lot of growth going on in that area right now. I think one of the most important things to be able to create innovative solutions is to really get in touch with the warfighter. So one of the key things I talk about with all my team and that we focus on on is the warfighter engagement and ensuring that we are working very closely with the guys who are out there using the products and the systems so that we can build the solutions that they really need to make an impact on their day.
So if you were talking to a veteran who was getting out of the military and wanted to get into the innovation economy and maybe the startup community, what would you recommend to them?
Gosh,
Just number one thing.
The number one thing is to be perseverant and to be creative, and don't be afraid to think out of the box.
And if somebody wants to know more about Fuse integration, how would they find out?
You can go to fuseintegration.com and you can reach out through the website to get in touch with us, or you could come down to our crazy office down in Maker's Quarter.
Thank you very much, Sumner.
Great, thanks a lot.
And thank you for watching.